everybody, welcome back to Univesco TV. So in this vlog, I'm going to mention about the correlation of the impact of COVID-19 on the businesses and how it's going to impact the Chinese economy and the world economy as a whole, and how digital presence has helped certain companies to be able to combat that epidemic, the impact, and also grow substantially and also grow exponentially and also grow internationally. So let's talk for Zoom, for example. Zoom provides an essential service of video conferencing, which is essential, as I say, because it has been very essential in the last couple of months since the outbreak has happened in China, and many people are not able to go to schools, many kids are not able to go to schools, and people are not able to have business meetings, so everybody's online these days and they're working from home. So hence, Zoom stock has just increased exponentially. Zoom was trading on Nasdaq at $66 just end of January, and now it's just checked close of business price on Friday at $150. So it's went from $66 to $150. So again, February was trading at $73, $74, and now it's up to $150. So that in the last 2 months, the stock has increased by 100%, double. So it has doubled in the last 2 months, and the reason being because of people using Zoom to hold their meetings and kids using Zoom to do their classes. Now, of course, there are certain underlying companies like Zoom here in China as well, like local companies whose stock prices have also increased and have also benefited from this outbreak. But Zoom being an international company and listed on an American exchange, hence it is the one that is getting the majority of the advantage and it's getting majority of the uptick in the stock price 100% digitally. And having a digital presence, not only are able to combat the impacts of downturns in the economy, but you're also able to provide your services, you're able to constantly advertise your services, you're staying in the market. So no matter what the downturn is, you're able to stay in the market. No matter what happens to the markets, what happens to the world, people still need online media, people still need online communication, people still need online entertainment. Hence Netflix, Amazon Prime, and all these kind of service companies that are providing the services to people who are able to stay at home and get all the service that they need from the comfort of their home. Yes, it is making people lazy, but that's what these companies are doing, and that's why having a digital presence is very impactful in these market conditions. Now, let's talk about the impact of COVID-19 on Chinese businesses, and let's talk about how it's going to affect the Chinese economy as a whole. So 2 months ago, 3 months ago, Chinese consumers, Chinese people were merely existing rather than living. So China has seen this uptrend in the last couple of years where people have been actually living, like spending a lot of money, going abroad, traveling, shopping, spending on luxury items, spending on tours, luxury tours, travels, luxury goods, you name it, and clothes, whatever, retail, be it whatever. And Chinese consumers eating out, fine dining, they just wanted to splurge on anything and everything possible. Now, since the outbreak occurred here in China, many of the cities were under a lockdown and people are not able to move. So that mobility, their mobility was impacted so much that they just forgot what spending money is like. Hence, the economy has suffered because of that. And now that mentality has to change. Now, if we go back about 20, 25, 30 years ago, many of the Chinese older generation, those kind of people, when they were young, they grew up in an era where they never saw a lot of money around them. So hence for them, something like this, staying at home and not being able to spend a lot of money, is something that is not new to them. However, if we look at the people who are used to like all the baby boomers and millennials of modern day China, especially the second generation wealthy kids, now they have seen what money is, but they've also seen how to spend money, and they've been only spending money since they've been born. So hence for them, these kind of market conditions and these kind of times are very tough and very trying. These are the kind of kids who will be impacted by the economy, and hence it's going to impact the global economy, and hence it's going to impact the Chinese economy. How it's going to impact the Chinese economy? These are the kids who will not be eating out as much. These are the kids who will not be spending as much. Yes, there will be an uptrend in the spending in China. There will be an uptrend in also eating out. At the moment, people are not just really necessarily going out as much as they were before. Yes, situation has gotten much better, but still people still need some time to be able to go out and about, just to process the information of what exactly happened in China in the last 2 months, just to get out of the mentality from that, oh, it is safe to go out and about. So yes, it'll be a while before restaurants are full again. It'll be a while before cinemas are full again. It'll be a while before malls are full again. There might be a footfall in the malls, but are those people necessarily spending? And we also have to understand the fact that many of the people have lost jobs, where the companies have gone bankrupt. They just don't have any money. And the Chinese government hasn't necessarily helped out small businesses, or hasn't really helped out the economy as such. They did inject $174 billion. I'll put in a screenshot here in the video as well. So during the epidemic, they did inject some money into the stock market just to create a stability in the markets. But other than that, Chinese government hasn't necessarily come up with a capital injection plan or any kind of a scheme to help the local businesses or help small businesses. So let's talk about bakeries, for example. Let's talk about small gift shops or something like that. Those are the businesses that have been impacted greatly by this COVID-19 outbreak. The fact they're not able to make any money means they're not able to spend any money. They don't have any money. And the people who have money, yes, they're the ones who are circulating in the economy. But then we also have to focus. 60% of Chinese population live day to day, and approximately 45% live a month to month, paycheck to paycheck. So we're talking about those kind of people who haven't worked in the last 2 months, and those people, they just don't have any money to be able to go out and spend on any money to spend on discretionary items. They hardly have any money to spend on necessities these days. I feel like the government could have done much more to be able to support this entrepreneurs, local businesses. The only thing that the government has, one of the schemes that they have brought in, is the waive the rent for 3 months for businesses. So restaurants were not liable to pay for rent for 3 months, and also were the same for other business owners as well. So rent waiving scheme was there and could have done much more, and they didn't do as much. Government has also introduced this policy where employers are not subject to pay the social insurance contributions towards their employees for 3 months as well. So this is February, March and April. Again, this is something that won't necessarily, it will assist the businesses, but it won't necessarily help them as such. Of course, from a capitalist point of view, businesses suffer, yes, I understand, and the government, it's just the way, it's the risk of being an entrepreneur. But at the end of the day, I feel like similar schemes such as in the UK and in the USA, where the government is injecting money into the economy, it will help. It will provide a liquidity in the markets where people will have some sort of cushion to fall upon and then be able to grow their business. Imagine being a business owner, small bakery, as I said just a while back. Imagine being a small bakery, you haven't sold any cakes or any pastries or anything in the last couple of months, and suddenly you have no money, and that's it, because you have no money because you haven't sold anything, and you still are liable for rent, you're still liable for staff salaries. A lot of people that have lost jobs. It took 10 years for the US to create 23 million jobs, and in the space of a month, US has lost 22 million jobs. Yes, those 22 million jobs, some of those jobs will come back, like for example in the airline industry, we will be needing air hostesses and pilots when the things get better. But other than that, I feel like certain jobs, they're here to stay. They're gone. So the market conditions are here to stay. How you're going to sustain that, that's the test. As I said before in one of the vlogs, most of the bigger businesses are built in difficult and trying times. So if you're looking for any advice and strategic consulting in terms of building your business and expanding your business, or all just being able to understand how to sustain and how to be able to navigate through these difficult times, please do contact us at Univesco. We'll be more than happy to help. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. And I would like to shout out to my viewers. One of the viewers in the last video said that you have good content and you deserve more views. Again, guys, this is all for you, and I try to be as accurate and as honest as possible. And if you have any suggestions or any opinions or any comments, please write to me in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to make any vlogs as per your requirements.